I'm Brad Nessler, joined in the booth by Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. We're coming to you from inside the dome here tonight for our battle between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Florida Gators. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. And here come the Gators. The Aggies are going to have to play a great football game if they expect to win this one, Kirk.
Florida has one of the better running attacks in college football.
And the fans are on their feet awaiting the start of this game as the players line up for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 7 fields it in the end zone. Down there on the field at linebacker, we've got one special player. He's the heart and soul of this defense, and they're going to need him today more than ever as they go up against a very talented running back.
If there's anyone who can bring the wood to this running back, then it's got to be this linebacker.
That's right, he's a tough one. There should be some really good collisions in this game.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. The Aggies come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. He steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now, coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass at the half. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
3rd down and a couple miles here. Ball on the 10-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. James drops to throw. He's looking. Wants to throw outside. And he's taken down.
That's just airing it out on 3rd down.
That was more than enough to pick up the 1st down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38.
38-yard line.
Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He'll dump this one off. I think one of the big guys up front got in the way of that one.
Yeah, when the big fellas get in the throwing lanes, it can be hard to see the receivers for the quarterback. Excellent job by the defensive line.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. James lines up in the shotgun. He drops back. Looking. Wants to throw outside. He put too much on that throw.
That's his big tight end, and he's definitely not a track star. I think the quarterback just overestimated his speed.
The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. They come out with 4 wide out. James steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Got it to him on the run.
That's how you convert 3rd down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. The Aggies line up with 3 receivers bunched. Has some daylight, and he's tackled. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's anybody on the field right now that could beat this guy in a foot race.
I agree, Brad. He's in a class by himself when it comes to speed.
And you can't coach that kind of speed. You either got it or you don't.
James with 4 wide receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. And he's going to come up with a sack. The blitz was the call, but the D lineman was the one who made his way to the quarterback.
And he showed great quickness getting off the line into the backfield. This guy can move for a big fella.
12. Ball on the 32. The Aggies set up in the gun. Back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. Another catch.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
James lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Gonna throw. And they make the stop. They get 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play.
Texas A&M lines up in a goal line set. Nice play fake. And he's hammered as he lets it go. And he came down with it. What a catch. So they call the tight end's number, and he comes through with the score.
He did a great job here of using his size to create space for himself so the quarterback could get the ball into him without any defenders getting in the way.
But, you know, in high school, this guy was so big he played defensive tackle. When he's going across the middle, he never shies away from a big-time hit.
No, he's more interested in delivering punishment than taking it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's take a glance now at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Texas A&M is lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it deep.
Back deep to return.
Moss fields it in the end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
On the return.
They'll go to work at the 20.
20-yard line. First and 10.
Nickel defense. There's the play fake. Rolls right. Looks. He's going left. Smith with a takedown.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 34. Trips right. They'll throw on first down. Got hit as he threw. Got it. And he's taken down.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 32. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. He drops back. Got an opening. Looks like he's going to run. He made a real nice play on that one.
I'll tell you what, in today's game, you have to have the ability to run the football. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He made a great play and really gave his team a boost.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Florida lines up with 3 receivers. They'll throw on first down. Throws in a hurry. Incomplete pass.
Number 81, the intended receiver on the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. Nickel defense. Back to pass. He steps up. Throws this one out to the right. And it's caught. And he's tackled. And the completion nets some very little yardage. Coach, what's up with that play?
I'll tell you, those defenders crashed in and got him in a hurry. No chance to get anything there.
3rd and 8. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Ace backfield. Drops back to pass. He's going right. And he's got him on the fly. Guys, this tight end has the potential to be a crucial part of this offense.
Potential? Heck, I think he already is.
You're right, Kirk. That's because he sells his block so well that the defense leaves him alone.
And he hits the PAT. Over 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score is Florida 7, Texas A&M 7. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Florida is lined up for the kickoff. Number 7. Back.
Kicks it off. Number 7 fields it in the end zone. They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive. They'll start this drive at the 20. The Aggies come out showing 3 wide with a quick throw. And it's the senior. And they hit him in the backfield. Nothing going on that one.
No gain on the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. And the snap goes to the back. He's hit and got away. And down he goes. That's the dazzling speed we've been hearing about, folks. What a run to keep the chains moving.
Speed kills. It's as simple as that.
Yep, there's no way a linebacker has any chance of catching this guy.
The Aggies come out in a shotgun. Throws this one out to the left. Complete. 7 yards there.
On the reception, 7-yard gain on the play.
Second and 3 coming up. Ball on the 38.
38-yard line.
Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. He's looking. Short toss. And it's caught. And he's taken down. A yard, if even that, on the play-action pass. Third and 2. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. They come out in a goal line set. James back to throw. Throws. Complete. Tackle. Didn't get anything. Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Number 27 gets it off. Number 27 fields it at the 17. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. They'll take over at the 33-yard line. Florida comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll throw on first down. He'll dump this one off. So the defense kept everything in front of them on that play.
They didn't pick up much on that play, but if they keep dumping it off like that, the safeties are going to have to creep up. When you force the safeties to play shallow, it opens up a whole other passing game. That's when you hit them with the home run.
Second and 9. Ball on the 34-yard line. The Gators set up in the gun. He drops back, steps up. He's going left. He's knocked out of bounds. And the wideout couldn't drag a foot.
Yeah, but he showed really nice hands on that play.
It's 3rd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 34. Texas A&M has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. And he's tackled. And they fail to convert for the 1st down.
Well, the offense hates to see that. The defense, again, Coach, stepping up.
The defense is important. It wins football games for you.
Florida ready to punt this one away. Number 10 punts it, and it's a good one. Smith fields it at the 18. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll set up shop at the 21. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. And that one goes for a big, big 1st down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
First and 10. Ball on their own 42. The Aggies come out in a shotgun. Sheds a tackler. And they got him for a loss. It's 2nd down, 15 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. James is back in the gun. James back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He decides to run with it. He spins around. They'll bring him down. 7-yard pickup on the scramble by the quarterback. Third and 8. Ball on the 44. James is in the zone and looking to make a play. James drops back. He steps up. No one open, so he's going to run. He had a whole lot of room to run on that one.
When the pressure's coming from the inside and the quarterback can escape the pocket, it usually means he's going to have some room to run.
It's 1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. The Aggies set up in the gun. Throws. And it's caught. There he goes. Out of bounds.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a 1st down 9 out of 10 times.
1st and 10. Ball on the 31.
31-yard line.
James is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. Play action. Looking. Throws this one out to the left. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
2nd and 4 coming up here. This is the 7th play of this drive. The Aggies line up with 3 receivers bunched. James drops back to pass. Looks. Down the middle. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Overthrew his man, but boy, did he have some heat on him.
Too much heat. Completing the pass is more important than throwing the ball 100 miles an hour.
That's true. He just needs to put a little bit more touch on that pass.
Texas A&M lines up in a goal line set. Back to pass. Fumble! It's scooped up, and it's a lineman that's got it. Are they lucky or what? The quarterback very fortunate that one of his guys recovered the football.
Yeah, he's got to be more careful out there. Either tuck that thing away or just get down before contact.
I don't care what he does. Just don't fumble. That's all. Do whatever you have to do to protect that football.
The kick is up, and it's through the uprights. So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap what just happened. Number 13 is lined up to kick this one off.
Moss back to return.
He hits a booming kick. Number 18 fields it in the end zone. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play. He's looking over the middle. Sheds that one. Smith brings him down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. The Gators set up in the gun. With the throw. Complete. Smith with a takedown. About 3 yards on the play fake.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 46.
46-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Across the middle. Got him again. He's all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Gators with 4 receivers. Steps up. Spins upfield. He's going to take off. The quarterback trying to make a play.
Well, he did a nice job of getting some yards there on the scramble, but he needs to learn to slide to avoid those big hits.
Second and 5 coming up here. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Another trip to the red zone. Last time, it resulted in a touchdown. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Throws this one out to the right. And down he goes. Florida calls a timeout. It's 1st and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Florida sets up with 4 receivers. Setting up the play action. And they get the sack. Florida takes a timeout. Second and long coming up here. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. Tackle. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 14. This is the 8th play of this drive. Florida comes out in the shotgun, looking. He lets it go, and it's caught. They'll bring him down. Maybe a yard on that completion.
1 yard gain on the play. Fourth and 13. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Here comes the special teams. They'll try to tie this game up with a field goal. He gets it up, and it sails through the upright. Time to take a look at the drive summary. It's brought to you by Pontiac, fuel for the soul. Florida lines up for the kickoff.
Number 83, back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Number 7 fields it in the end zone. Just about ready to call the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last possession. They'll get the ball here at the 20. Texas A&M lines up with 3 receivers. Play action, steps up in the pocket, and he's hit hard. That gives this defense 5 sacks on the day. It's second down now and 13 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. 3 wideouts here. James drops to throw. He steps up, going deep on the left side. Someone got a hand on it. Almost picked off. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
3rd and 13 coming up. Ball on the 17. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. Maxwell brings him down. The defense calls a timeout, and now they got no timeouts left.
4th and 6. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Texas A&M ready to put this one away.
27.
Number 27 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 27 takes it at the 33. And now we'll see the offense coming out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 47. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. Steps up, looks, going deep. Touchdown, Florida! And he tacks on the extra point. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Our halftime score, Florida 17, Texas A&M 10. Texas A&M got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. Sends it sailing downfield. Moss fields it in the end zone. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll set up shop at the 20. The Gators come out in the ace formation. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. Incomplete. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys playing football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. Florida goes with the ace set here. He passes it complete. Tackle. A pickup of about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third down and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line. From the gun. Back to pass. He's looking. Down the middle. And it falls incomplete. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
This defense holds on to the lead here as we start the second half. But I'm a bit surprised that we haven't seen much out of this linebacker.
He was a little late getting to the ball in the first 2 quarters. He might be playing too cautious out there. He just needs to go out and have some fun.
If they can hang on to this lead, I'm sure he'll be having plenty of fun. In the meantime, he needs to start playing up to his potential.
They'll take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line. First and 10.
From the gun. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. He zips it out. It's tipped.
Excellent job of getting a hand in there to break up the pass.
It was, Coach. That one had reception written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 34. James has 5 receivers lined up here. Drops back to pass. He tosses it short. Loose football. It's scooped up, and it's a lineman that's got it. Wow, the receiver had a big play on his mind, and he forgot about securing the football.
I always told my receivers to look the ball in, tuck it away, and then get upfield. It looks like he skipped step 2. I didn't see the part where he's supposed to tuck it away.
I'm sure he'll hear all about that in practice from his coaches and teammates. This group of receivers is a competitive bunch, and they don't let each other get away with mistakes like that. Lucky for him, the offense recovered at that time.
The defense needed that one.
How about the move here by this cornerback? Great play that time, getting a hand on the football.
They line up to punt this one away. Number 27 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 27 takes it at the 23.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
They'll get the ball here at the 29. Texas A&M puts 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. Back to pass. Throw short, and it's caught, and down he goes. So they execute, move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
Second and 6. Ball on the 33. The Gators come out in a shotgun. High snap. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. Incomplete pass. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 33-yard line. The Gators line up with 4 wideouts. Throw. And they couldn't hook up on that one. That brings up a punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
Fourth and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line.
The Gators are lining up to punt it away.
Smith, back deep to return.
Number 10 punts it, and it's a good one. Smith fields it at the 17. And now we'll see the offense coming out of the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 20. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. James on first down. Throws it to the outside. Someone got a hand on it.
Incomplete pass. Number 83, the intended receiver on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll bring in their dime package. He drops back. He steps up. Looking. Across the middle. Intercepted. Spin move. They'll bring him down. It's the safety who's in the right place at the right time.
The quarterback has to know where the safety is when he makes this kind of throw. Right here, he just tried to force something that wasn't there.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. Smith with a takedown. They'll get 9 yards on the play.
9-yard gain on the play.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. Tries to shoot. There's a stiff arm, and they make the stop, and they keep it on the ground for the first down.
Nothing too fancy here. The key is that the running back was able to convert the first down.
They're crowding the line. Straight ahead with the fullback. Touchdown, Florida! The simple handoff to the fullback got it done right there.
Yo, give it to the big bulldozer. Get out of the way.
And he hits the PAT. This drive summary is brought to you by Pontiac. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 7, back to return.
He kicks it. Number 83 fields it in the end zone.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
Well, as you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
The Aggies set up in the gun. Makes a move. They'll drop him for a loss.
This is just a nice play by the defense. They're not fooled at all on this draw play.
You're right. They were all over that play.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 20.
20-yard line.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Steps up. Down the middle. And down he goes. Short pass there, and they get a moderate gain.
There's nothing wrong with nickel and diming them down the field.
3rd down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 26. They come out in a goal line set. Little shake and bake move. He's hit and got away. Tackle. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
It's 1st and 10, ball on the 30.
30-yard line.
James is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He lets it go deep down the middle. Complete, and he's on the run.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame him. It's pretty common to see a run on 1st and 2nd down, but this offense is keeping them guessing.
First and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. The offense got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. Back to pass. He steps up, looks, throws it out there. Got it to the senior. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
He looked
first
like he had a
down.
handful of jersey on that one.
You know, you can get away with a little holding, but hey, you can't do that.
It's 1st and a mile. Ball on the 23.
23-yard line.
They line up in the shotgun. He throws it. It falls incomplete.
The pass falls incomplete. Number 30, the intended receiver on the play.
Second and long coming up here. This is the 6th play of this drive. James lines up in the shotgun. James set to go to the air. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. They just couldn't capitalize on the bad pass.
Yeah, I thought the defender had it, but he couldn't get the pick.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. James back to pass, steps up, wants to throw outside, and it falls incomplete. Number 13 lined up for the field goal, and he's going to need some distance on this one. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Number 13 is lined up to kick this one off. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Number 18 fields it at the 2. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. They'll set up shop at the 23.
1st and 10.
Florida lines up in a shotgun set. They'll throw on 1st down. It's tipped. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 23.
23-yard line.
Number 9 has 4 receivers lined up here. He's looking for his man. Couldn't haul it in.
Pass. Johnson, the intended receiver on the play.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 23-yard line.
3-yard line.
Number 9 lines up in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Johnson drops the ball. Not on target at all this drive, and that'll bring up fourth down.
On the play. 4th and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. He gets it away. And this one's going to go out of bounds at the 47. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. They'll start this drive at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
James is back in the gun. He's gobbled up in the backfield. And they snuffed out the quarterback draw there.
Yep, there was absolutely nowhere for the quarterback to run on that play. Good job by this defense.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. From the gun, James steps back to pass. And it's the senior. And they got him for a loss. That's a loss of 4 yards. Third and 15 coming up. Ball right around midfield. Texas A&M lines up with 3 receivers. He drops back, steps up in the pocket. He's looking, and this one's broken up.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
Texas A&M ready to punt this one away.
27.
Number 27 boots it way up there. Number 27 signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 16-yard line. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll take over at the 16. Number 9 has 4 receivers lined up here with the throw. In and out of his hands. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 16. Number 9 is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. And it falls incomplete.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 16. The Gators line up with 5 receivers. Back to pass. He steps up, looking. He's looking deep down the left side. This will be a top catch. He comes down with it.
That's just airing it out on 3rd down.
That was more than enough to pick up the 1st down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
And that'll bring this quarter to an end. Folks, we've played 3, and our score is Florida 24, Texas A&M 13. First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. Play action. Throws it deep downfield. It falls incomplete. The wide receiver wasn't able to hang on.
You talk about a solid hit. This guy is a true enforcer.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Number 9 lines up in the shotgun. There's the play fake. Juke move. And he is drilled. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
It's 3rd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 27. Number 9 is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. Throws short. Incomplete. He had it knocked loose before he could control it.
Just a great play here by the defender to force the issue.
They're going to try a long field goal here. He gets it up. And it's through the uprights. The fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 83, back to return.
Kicks it deep. Number 83 fields it in the end zone. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll go to work at the 19.
Take over at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10.
The defense lines up with 6 DBs. And he's hammered as he lets it go. The pressure may have forced the incompletion there.
Defense was about to plant him into the ground. He's lucky he even got that ball off.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun, steps up, and now he's going to improvise. And down he goes.
James on the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 27.
27-yard line.
The Aggies come to the line with their jumbo package. James still has it. He's going left. Got it. Has some daylight. Across midfield. And they make the stop. That's how you get a 1st down. Coach?
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent play call.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. James comes to the line with 3 wide. He's into the open field. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job of reading his blocks and accelerating through the hole.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. Texas A&M lines up with 3 receivers. Across the middle. Broke away from 1. That interception will be credited to the linebacker.
Way to come down with that football. That was not an easy play to make.
Well, that's just great hands for a linebacker. He looks pretty good out there catching the football.
They'll get the ball here at the 19-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. He's looking down the middle. Bounces off the would-be tackler. And he's taken down.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 33. Nickel defense. And they get the sack. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
One-man backfield. Johnson on the handoff. And down he goes. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 31-yard line. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He tosses it short. It'll be short of the first after the completion.
A good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
4th and 5. Ball on the 38-yard line.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. Number 10 punts it, and it's a good one. Smith calls for the fair catch. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll start this drive at the 20. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. James on 1st down. He spins, fumbles the ball. Looks like a defensive lineman might have it, and he does. And a big change in momentum right here, Kirk.
And you know what? When the other offense takes the field, I say they go for the home run on the very first play.
I like your thinking, Kirk. They always say a defense is most vulnerable after a turnover.
That's right, Coach. If I were calling the shots, that's what I would do.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. Number 9 is back in the gun. They'll throw on 1st down. Looks, throws it to the outside. Brought down. They get 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. Ace backfield. Play action. He's going right. The ball is tipped. That ball's incomplete as the defender got a piece of the ball.
Well thrown ball here by the quarterback into the end zone, but give the defender credit. He made a heck of a play.
The Gators line up in a goal line formation. He jukes him. He's got an opening. Touchdown, Florida. A powerful run by the halfback to reach Vader.
Yeah, he's hot. Keep giving him the rock.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the Pontiac drive summary, bringing you fuel for the soul. Florida is ready to kick it away.
Florida is lined up for the kickoff.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 7 fields it in the end zone. This defense did a nice job last time around, forcing the interception.
And now you'll find out how much faith they got in this kid. Do they run the football or they let her rip?
They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. James comes to the line with 3 wide. James on first down. And now he's going to improvise. And he's taken down.
With the carry, 9-yard gain on the play.
James with 3 wide receivers. James drops to throw. Throws to the middle. Complete. And he's tackled.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
Ward, the intended receiver, on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. James lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Short toss. Maxwell brings him down. It'll go down as a completion, but they won't get much for it.
Yeah, just a wasted play right there.
3rd and 8. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. I wouldn't try anything tricky on defense. This quarterback's looking to make a play. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
The Aggies set up in the gun. Back to pass. He steps up. Throws this one out to the left. Someone got a hand on it. Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, they had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
They'll take over at the 43-yard line. The Gators line up in a goal line formation. And they make the stop. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. Florida will line up in a jumbo set here. Up the middle with a fullback. Brought down to the open field. And they move the chains once again.
And that's what they need. Move the chains and keep the other team from getting their hands on the football.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Gators come to the line with their jumbo package. And they got him for a loss. And this ball game's over. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty darn impressed with this bunch of kids. Florida came out here very focused, and they took care of business. Nice win for this football team.
We look forward to calling more games of NCAA football 2006. But until then, our final score in this one, Florida 34, Texas A&M 13. Brad Nessler for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit signing off. So long, everybody.
Thank you for attending.